Hello and welcome to the weekly Global Heartstream. I'm Gabriel Gonzalez, a professional coach, artist, and speaker who enjoys traveling the world, connecting with amazing people, and talking about the longest, most rewarding journey that you'll ever embark on, the 12-inch journey between your head and your heart. Through individual and group coaching programs, online courses, and live seminars, I teach a heart-centered approach to personal mastery, leadership development, and spiritual growth that helps people become the most loving, joyful, and powerful version of themselves. The Global Heartstream is a weekly dedicated space to help you reconnect with your heart, raise your vibrational frequency, and remind you just how powerful, loving, and amazing you already are. It's also an invitation to unify our hearts with the intention of bringing more love, compassion, and healing to a world that so desperately needs it. You can find out more about my work by visiting gabrielgonsalves.com, where you can also sign up for my weekly newsletter, join the Heart Leader community, and register for my upcoming seminars. And if you enjoyed this Heartstream, please be sure to subscribe, like, or comment so that we can reach more people and help make this a more loving, compassionate, and heart-centered world. Hello and welcome to the Global Heartstream. I'm your host, Gabriel Gonzalez, broadcasting live on this 14th of December. We're only having now, just about 2 weeks left in the year. Are you feeling the vibration in the air or the feeling of something dying, coming to an end and suffering a bit of a slow death? Are you feeling excited about the year to come? Well, if you said yes to any of these two things, I'm very happy to announce that today we're going to be looking at how to let go and of all of those blocks that are keeping us from welcoming greater love in. And so, welcome, everyone. Welcome, Mary. Welcome, Ellen. Hello, Namaste, baby. Hello, Cindy's Heart. And hello, those of you who are joining us right now. Thank you again for being here today in this dedicated space for us to come together, to tune in, connect, and energize our hearts and align ourselves with a higher vibration of love, which is why we've chosen this month of December to be the month of heart mastery, or the process of moving towards love, the path of love, the path of the heart, the path of whatever you want to call it, as long as it leads you to love. This is what we're really talking about. And so today we're going to be focusing on how to remove the inner blocks to love, and our guided meditation will include a brief process, heart tapping process, to release and let go of all the emotions. Normally, that's one of the bigger blocks that most people have when it comes to letting love in. Let me ask you this question. What do you think is the number one reason most people struggle to give or to receive love? What do you think is that main reason? I'd love it if you could share just a word or two in the comments section, letting me know what you think is the biggest reason why most people struggle to give or to receive love. And while you're at it, would you mind please liking this video, subscribing to my channel if you haven't already done that, so that you can receive notifications about upcoming live streams. And if you find my guided meditations and weekly heart streams useful and you would like to express your appreciation, you can always make a donation by visiting my website. Plus, whenever you're ready, here are 3 ways that can help you become the best, most loving, authentic, and powerful version of yourself. You can register for my upcoming Heart Mastery course that begins on January 9th. It's a 7-week course that has been designed to help you reconnect with your heart, express yourself more authentically, and live a new life of meaning and purpose. Or you could also enroll in the Heart Warrior, the intermediate level training for people who want to master their emotions, begin to do the shadow integration work that is part of the psychological cleanup that many of us need to do. In fact, this this process we're going to be talking today, it's part of what we speak and do in great, with great dedication in that training. And then finally, there is the Heart Leader Training Program, the 11-month advanced certified training program in heart intelligence coaching, small group facilitation, and transformational leadership. Basically, it's for people who feel called to be of service to humanity by becoming a professional coach, or taking your skills and gifts that you have developed over the past few years in service to others. Okay. Information about these 3 programs is available on my website. Okay. Let's see what some of the comments that came in. Let's see. Cindy says she took the quiz last week. You were a 3. What do you mean you were a 3? Oh, you mean you were at the 3rd stage, I assume, because this quiz doesn't give you scores. It only tells you whether if you are at the level of the initiate, the level of the hermit, the initiate, the warrior, or the leader. So I'm assuming you mean you are at the level of the warrior. Okay, great. Cool. Hello, Vincent. Welcome. Thanks for being here. Okay, Ellen says the biggest block she believes is fear. Yeah, Ellen Mary Rinaldi Healing says fear. Emily says childhood trauma. Vincent, fear of judgment. Cindy Hart says unworthiness. Isabel, fear. Fear of rejection. Cindy's Hart says, yes, that's what I meant. Okay, Vincent came up as a warrior. Okay, great. Okay, greetings, Geraldine. Welcome. Those of you who are just joining us right now, thank you again for being here. Yeah, I agree with what most of you said. Fear, trauma, absolutely. Those are the well, I would say in the top 3 things, the top 2-3 things that get in there. And today we're going to be talking a little bit more about that. We have a question here for somebody that says, how to get lost love, by the way. Today's my birthday. Okay, Thartha, happy birthday. Well, I'll tell you, one of the ways to get lost love is to creating space in your heart for new love. Okay, so you come to the right place. Mariette says the block is not being ready. Like trauma can block you from any relationship. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I believe all of you are absolutely right. You're all right. And we're going to be going a little bit deeper over the next few minutes. And then, as we normally do during the second part of this live broadcast, we'll move into the experiential part, and I'll guide us through a process to release and let go of some of these blocks. Okay, whatever it is that your own soul, spirit, human psyche believes or feels you're ready to let go at this moment. Remember that willingness is not only necessary for this process, but it's also readiness as well. You can be willing, but not ready. You can be ready, but not willing. They kind of go hand in hand. We're talking about like timing and opportunity, or readiness and opportunity. Okay, great. So as all of you already corroborated with your answers, the process, it's really about letting go of the fear, letting go of these old trauma wounds, letting go of these old beliefs, letting go of even the energetic, emotional, unconscious blocks many of us have. And nobody said this better than the Sufi mystic and poet Rumi, when he wrote, your task is not to seek love, but merely to seek and find all the barriers within you that you have built against us. And notice that he doesn't say that are there. He said it. You have built those walls, those barriers around you. Now, of course, the majority of us have not really built those barriers. willingly and consciously. This is actually being done by the unconscious mind, our ego, whatever you want to call it, our nervous system that loves you so much that wants to protect you and wants to keep you from experiencing that trauma, that pain, that woundedness again. And therefore, it will revert to all kinds of mechanisms to keep you safe. Because, in fact, survival and safety, it's why these mechanisms were originally designed for by the creator. All right. So if you were here last week, we started talking about what I've been calling the 4 stages of heart mastery. And again, when we're talking about mastery, we're not talking about getting really good at something, but I'm taking Kanu Jigoro's definition of mastery, where he says mastery isn't about being really good at something, but mastering is making a personal internal commitment to never stop learning. So when we're speaking about heart mastery, what we're really saying is making this internal commitment or this choice for love and use everything that happens to us in our lives, every experience, our past traumas, our past wounding, everything that happened to us to move closer to love. This is really what we're really speaking here about. And then we spoke about these 4 stages. Okay. And by the way, I placed at the very beginning of this chat, I put a link to the quiz. Okay. I'm going to share this link with you in just a few moments again, where you can take the quiz to find out more or less what stage you're in, your stage you're at. Okay. So stage 1 is a stage of the hermit. Think about somebody that's operating primarily out of their intellect, their head. Okay. Their thinking, their heart is kind of like a hermit crab, protected. Okay. And so you live alone in your head. You know a lot about love, but you have not really experienced it because of all these blocks that you may have had with regards to love. But eventually your heart cracks open, like Rumi would say, so that the light can get in. Okay. And then suddenly you begin to connect with this deeper source of love within you. And along with that, with all the wounding and the pain and everything that you have built around it. And sometimes when you're going through a process of heart awakening, it can be very painful and even traumatic, I would say. Or sometimes we just ease into it. Like my friend Sonia, I remember she mentioned to me, like her heart awakening happened pretty much just one day when she woke up, and she just had this incredible feeling of love towards all of life and everyone, and it's felt deeply connected to everyone. Okay. And so as we then initiate this journey into the heart, we inevitably can start connecting also with spiritual light that lives within the heart, mixed with all these other woundings. And so that's where we then begin the process of cleaning up or move into stage 3 of the warrior. The more the spiritual light or divine love begins to get inside the heart, the more we are then confronted with our own shadows or the part of the heart that has really close. Okay, until more and more of light gets in, and we move into this 4th stage where we begin to then to rise into love, and we then have this deep desire to want to be of service, or want to be the light for others. Yeah, that's the essence of the 4 stages. So again, let me ask you, those of you that have had the opportunity to take the quiz, like Vincent did, what stage did the quiz tell you you're at? Or if you haven't done the quiz yet, what stage do you think you're in right now at this moment? Okay, why is it important that you find out more or less where you are on this journey? Because, well, it will kind of inform you with regards to what it is that you need to release and let go. So again, the quiz is available at my website. If you go to gabrielgonsalves.com/quiz, or if you go to where it says resources, you also find it in there where the blog is and the podcast and all the other goodies that I prepared for you. All right, so here is the what moves us from one stage to the next. Okay, so bear with me while I tackle each one of them. All right, so if you have been living for a very long time, out of your intellect or your mind, if you've been living primarily out of your head, which most of us begin there, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just that you're working, think of it, or you're moving through life with one hand tied behind your back. And so you want to be able to use both your heart and your mind. In fact, what we really want to, and what this path invites you to do, is to unify them, to bring them into what the Institute of Heart Math calls coherence. All right. So not to favor one against the other. No, we want to operate from the totality. That's what wholeheartedness ultimately is about, or heartfulness, even mindfulness. Believe it or not, it's ultimately the same thing as heartfulness or wholeheartedness. All right. So if you've been living out of your mind for a very long time, out of the intellect, what needs to be then let go and surrendered is this fear of vulnerability, as Ellen was saying earlier, and Mary and Isabel and Vincent and all of you. Okay. Why? Well, to let go of this shell, this wall, this hermit crab-like structure that you have built around your heart, you have to be willing to expose and to be real. And you also have to begin to start taking responsibility for what happened to you and let go of the blame. Stop blaming other people for what you think happened to you. Begin to see yourself as the creator of your own experience. All right. So notice that this path requires letting go, and letting go of surrender of this fear of vulnerability, and letting go of the blame primarily. That's what marks the beginning of the journey towards integrity, self-responsibility that begins to happen when you start moving into the heart. Now, if you have already been moving into the heart, if you feel like you have already been in the heart already for quite a while, and now spiritual light starting to get in, but you really want to move into the stage of the warrior I have been speaking about. Okay. At this moment, what needs to be surrendered is the need to control, the need to continue to protect your heart, and especially the fear of the unknown, the fear of getting hurt again, the fear of the unknown, the fear of what could happen. All right, that must also be surrender and let go of. And if you have already started to get a taste of what it feels like to be at that level of spirit, you're more of what Vincent was speaking about, the warrior stage that he resonates with and that where he scored at. Okay, then at that moment, for you to actually serve the totality, you have to become so in tune and align with it that your will aligns with the greater will. So that in essence means surrendering your human will, which primarily for most of us is just a human fabrication. Think of it as just the power of the solar plexus, but it's devoid of spiritual energy. And so aligning, think of it as this will, which is this center, with the center of the totality. So aligning your will with the will of God, so that your will becomes the will of God. And so that the will of God also becomes your will. What does that mean? Is that anything and everything that you do, it's in service to the totality. And this is why one of the questions that I always invite a lot of my clients to explore when we're talking about how to become more compassionate, how to become a more loving version of yourself, especially when dealing in relationships where your partner, your husband, and other people are also in pain. They also have trauma, they have baggage, they have confusion, they have their own defense mechanisms. All right. The question there is always, what is the most loving thing that you can do for yourself and for the other person? Not just the other person, but for you and the other person. So see, this is what I mean about the greater will taking place. You're not just thinking about me, my little human will, what I think, what I feel, what I need, but you're also thinking about what the other person needs. And this capacity to see some life or to experience somebody else's pain or to see things from somebody else's perspective can only be available when you start asking those questions and realize that you are not separate, that your decisions influence and affect other people, and vice versa, that we live in a karmic universe where everything is interconnected. So okay, so these is the key. And if you recall Dr. David Hawkins' calibrated map of consciousness, he talks about this exact same thing. Think of it as mastery or heart mastery, living here where love is, the vibrational level of 500, where we are in alignment, see, with the higher love, the greater will, the highest good. Okay. And for us to be able to move into that place, we have to release and let go of anything and everything that is keeping us in the stages of victimhood. All right, where anything and everything that is keeping us in pride, anything and everything that is keeping us um, from truly aligning wholeheartedly with this vibration of love. So the pathway is primarily one of releasing and letting go, and it's not really one of acquisition. Okay, the path of the mind, more often than not, is about acquiring. Our egoic minds always think and feel that more is better. Okay, that the path to enlightenment is actually, I have to welcome more light until light just burns through me. But the truth is that I found it to be the opposite. The light is and has always been there. Okay, you are not only a candidate for enlightenment, but as Jesus says and writes in A Course of Love, you have already been accomplished. What does that mean? You already are enlightened. You are already a being of light. And therefore, there's no need for you to make yourself shine more, but rather let go of the things that keep you from shining. So think of yourself as the ancient story of the golden Buddha that was covered with mud. Underneath this statue that looked like it was made out of stone or mud, there was this golden Buddha that was his true essence. Okay, but it wasn't until the people realized that this living light, golden Buddha, lived underneath, that they started removing all the layers that kept it from shining. So we are pretty much the same. This is really what we're talking about. So as we go into today's guided meditation, I'd like to invite you to say with me or repeat after me, whichever way feels best for you, some affirmations, but to do it from a place of gratitude and appreciation, so that we're speaking from a place of love, from a place of gratitude, from a place of compassion. Remember that an affirmation is most powerful when spoken from a place of love, okay, rather than just spoken from the mind. Okay, so I want to invite you just right now, before we go into our guided meditation process, to place a hand over your heart and to repeat the following affirmations with me. We're going to obviously do this twice. We'll do this now, and then we'll do it in a few moments when we go into the guided meditation. But this will allow you to not only become familiar with the affirmation, but also to internalize it when we come back around the second time. So, hand over the heart, take a deep inhale. Now, please repeat after me. I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Today, I let go of the blame and I take full responsibility for my life. My heart is fully open to giving and receiving love. It's easy to be vulnerable and real with others. I let go of the past and set myself free. The Christ in me is now healing and restoring my heart. I am an instrument of God's will. Gently, please close your eyes. As we now move into guided meditation to help us release and let go of our inner blocks to love. That hand that's over the heart, allow it to gently and softly massage the heart area. And now you can just let it rest and begin to gently tap right there where the heart is. And we're tapping with either two fingers or with all fingers, okay? But you don't want to tap with one finger. So two or more fingers right there. And this is very gentle. We're tapping over what is called the thymus gland or the high heart chakra. Now, as you gently and softly tap, please repeat the following phrases after me. Even though my heart is blocked, I choose to love and accept myself. Even though I have fear inside my heart, and part of me is afraid to let love in. I choose to love and accept myself. Even though I am afraid of being vulnerable, and I am afraid to experience pain, I choose to open my heart anyway. And peel away all the layers, conscious or unconscious, that keep me from receiving love. That keep me from giving love. That keep me from being my true self. We let go of the tapping and we allow the hand now to rest over the middle of the chest as we begin to breathe straight into the heart. Allowing the breath to be nice and slow, nice and deep. and nice and even so that the inhale and the exhale are approximately the same length. Knowing that with each breath, you're energizing the heart. With each breath, the body begins to relax, letting go of unnecessary tension in the head, in the neck, and the shoulders. Releasing any tightness around the chest, the torso, the stomach area, letting go of any tension around the arms and the legs. Giving myself permission to let go of my need to control and simply allow instead. Welcoming thoughts, welcoming sensations, welcoming feelings and emotions, allowing it all to be part of this moment experience as I continue to breathe in and out of the heart. Feeling gratitude and appreciation for this breath and for this heartbeat. The two primary rhythms of my life. Feeling gratitude and appreciation for this life and for those special people in my life. Feeling gratitude and appreciation for how far I have come, and for the many gifts I have received. Letting gratitude soften and open my heart. Letting gratitude unify my heart and my mind. Dear God, our Heavenly Father and Universal Mother, we love you, we honor thee, we appreciate you, we give you thanks for this breath, for this heartbeat, for this life. We give thanks for the many gifts we have received. We give thanks for all the special people in our lives. We feel gratitude for how far we have come along our life journey, the lessons learned, the good ones and the difficult ones. Know that right here and right now, I am one with thee. That every person here is one with thee. One with thy love, one with thy truth, one with thy peace. We call to the divine light of love, truth, and peace to shine in our hearts and to enter into those places that need healing, that we may fully release and let go of anything and everything, conscious or unconscious, that may be keeping us from welcoming greater love, from giving of our love, and restoring the natural flow of love in our lives. We call to Archangel Raphael and Mother Mary. Oh, beloved Archangel Raphael, healer of all healers, healer of the hearts of humanity, heal our hearts. Come, beloved Mother Mary, shining like the sun. Let the Immaculate Concept for each and every one of us now, which is our own Holy Christ self, shine within our hearts. Let all external layers of fear, guilt, anger, pride, and shame be dissolved by the power of your infinite love. Let that radiant light shine within our hearts, strengthening our hearts from within, that we may grow and rise in love according to the divine will of God, that our hearts may be set free from past trauma occurred at any age, that we may be also set free from trauma incurred in other lifetimes, known or unbeknownst to us. O beloved woman, clothed with the sun, beloved Mother Mary, heal our hearts. Remove all blocks. Give us the strength to forgive, release, and let go within us all bitterness, all grievances. In the name of Jesus the Christ, we place it upon your blue mantle, that they may be cleansed and washed and purified, and that our hearts may be made in the image and likeness of yours. We ask for this in the name of your Son, Jesus the Christ, in the name of every spiritual master, lama, or saint whose heart is pure as gold. May the light of God shine in our hearts. May it prepare the way for the Lord. knowing that the Lord is the light, the Lord is the love that comes from thy heart. Knowing that nothing and no one can keep us from experiencing true love. And so it is, and it is so. Amen. I am the light of the heart, shining in the darkness of being and changing all into the golden treasury of the mind of Christ. I am projecting my love out into the world, erasing all errors and breaking down all barriers. I am the power of infinite love, amplifying itself until it is a victorious world without end. I am the threefold flame of Christ shining in my heart, dissolving the past, dissolving all bitterness, dissolving all fear. I am the willingness to trust God and to let God guide my life. Please repeat after me. In the name of divine love, I declare. I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Today, I let go of the blame and take full responsibility for my life. My heart is fully open to giving and receiving love. It's easy to be vulnerable and real with others. I let go of the past and I set myself free. The Christ in me is now healing and restoring my heart. I am an instrument of God's will. God's will being done to me. God's will being done through me. God's will being done as me. My will and the will of God are one. And so it is, and it is so. Amen. For the next few moments, remain in this heart center space and simply visualize a violet flame beginning to burn in the middle of your heart. The violet flame straight from the heart of God that comes down through the Holy Spirit, burning in the heart. Mighty I am presence bright in the heart of God. In the name of the Holy Spirit, we call the violet flame to enter into the chambers of our heart, heal, dissolve, and transmute the cause, record, and memory of anything and everything that is keeping us from opening our hearts to love and remembering the truth within us. Violet fire in the heart of God, burn within this heart of ours, for thou art mercy forever true. Keep us always in tune with you. Violet fire in the heart of God, burn within this heart of ours. Thou art mercy forever true. Keep us always in tune with you. Violet fire in the heart of God, blaze within this heart of ours. Thou art mercy forever true. Keep us always in tune with you. For our heart chakras are a wheel of violet fire, and our heart chakras are the purity of God's desires. Violet fire, come blaze within. Let us from thee never sever. A reunion now begin. Shine, shine, shine in our hearts. Dissolve, solve, solve the past. Let it all be atoned. Let it all be at one. Let it all be at ease. Let it all be in peace. Like passing clouds in the sky, let all bitterness flow out of our hearts. Let the kingdom of heaven be restored. Violet fire, thou love divine, blaze within this heart of ours. For thou art mercy forever true. Keep us always in tune with you. Violet fire, thou love divine, blaze within this heart of ours. Thou art mercy forever true. Keep us always in tune with you. Violet fire, thou love divine, blaze within this heart of ours. Thou art mercy forever true. Keep us always in tune with you. from this space of deeper connection with our hearts and our divine essence, we ask ourselves the following questions. What's my biggest block to love? And what can I do today to fully and finally let it go? Am I willing to give this over to God, to the sacred fire in the center of my heart? Am I willing to let these fears go to the nothingness from which they came? For I know I was not created out of fear. For I know that I am a child of love, a child of God. As we're bringing now this guided meditation process to an end, we ask ourselves, what new insight, what new realization, or what new awareness am I taking away from this experience? What has shifted inside of me? And if you would like to, please feel free to share that in the comment section below. I know sometimes where we're coming out of this process is the connection with the heart and the emotion can be so strong that you don't feel like doing anything else, and it's okay. But if you want to share in the comment section below, please know that you're free to do that. Well, we're coming to the end of our time together, and you may begin now to open your eyes if you haven't already done that. And slowly come back to the full awareness of this physical reality, feeling more grounded in your being, feeling more connected to your heart, feeling more connected to your own source of love, and feeling softer inside. Those are always indication that something has been released, and as a result, something has been gained. What we did last week and what we did this week was in many ways prepare the space within the manger of our hearts for this thing that we call Christmas, or Christ consciousness, or Christ Mass, or the birth of Yeshua, which is really a metaphor for the return not only of the light to the northern hemisphere, but also to the return of the light of love within our hearts. It's an opportunity to let go of the past, to let go of the blame, let go relationships that are no longer working for you. Let go of that old aspect of you that has been slowly suffering at death. It's time to let it go. All of this so that you can create space for new love, new life, new relationships, new experiences to come into your life. When we come back next week on December 21st, which coincides with the solstice, we are going to be doing a full-on Christ consciousness activation. So I'll be speaking very little, only just giving some instructions about the process. And so please come ready and to welcome greater light, love and truth inside of your hearts. Okay, this is going to be next week, December 21st, at the same time on this same channel. And if you would like to receive notifications, as always, please subscribe to this channel if you haven't already done so. You can also sign up to the notification list. I have a dedicated email that goes out 15 minutes before I go live, just so you have the link and you know exactly when I'm going to come live. You can sign up over on my website. Okay, then finally, a reminder that if you find these guided meditations and this Heartstreams useful and you would like to express your gratitude and appreciation, you're welcome to make a donation on my website. All right, that's it, my beautiful friends. Let me see what some of you shared. Hitarta says, I feel a little bit relaxed. Maya says, powerful with lots of stars. Wave of peace. Geraldine says, I feel peaceful. A depth of emotions that needed to be released that I had been working on. Okay, great. So if you found yourself having an emotional release during our time together, see that it's an indication that you're on the right path. Remembering that all you're doing is letting go of what's old, what was not expressed, what was not owned. Okay, that was inside of you, very old emotions. And more often than not, these are things that it's an accumulation, okay, of past emotional energy that you never gave yourself permission to feel. And so now it's being felt. It's being released. And the more it's released, the more space it's coming into your heart, the lighter you feel, the more the light, the love begins to return. Okay, so this is part of the healing journey, remembering that the healing journey is ultimately the path towards wholeness. The word healing comes from the word wholeness. Hello, Veronica Camargo. Thank you for being with us today. I just saw your message letting us know you were only just joining us now. Ellen says she's feeling an ease of spirit. I like that. I love that expression, namaste, baby. All right, my beautiful friends, we come to the end of our time together. So again, we'll be back here next week on this channel, same time, to do the Christ consciousness activation. I hope you've gotten a lot of value from today's broadcast. And I wish you a fantastic, fantastic rest of your week. Remember to stay in your heart. Remember to take care of yourself so that you can take care of other people, of each other. And as always, I send you all my love from my heart to yours. Bye-bye for now. Thank you for joining me in this week's Heartstream. I hope you're walking away feeling more connected to yourself and your divinity, to the planet, to others, and to all of life. Please be sure to subscribe so that you can receive notifications about upcoming broadcasts. And if you would like to sign up for my weekly newsletter, join the Heart Leader community, or register for my upcoming trainings and seminars, be sure to visit my website, gabrielgonsalves.com. Until the next time, please take care of yourself so that you can take care of others. And as always, I send you all my love from my heart to yours. Bye for now.